Yes, sir.
Hello and excellent morning to you, everyone. Wow.
So we're now all officially back at work.
Yes, indeed. The long holiday, or should we say long weekend, has
Yeah, long weekend.
officially ended. Get back on the road, back into the grind, and we wish you a pleasant journey as you make it to work.
Some of us still feel like just sitting down
And just chilling, Abby.
yeah,
Just chilling.
that's relaxing.
A lot of people actually think that's what we do every day. People think we just come here to have fun. Like, they don't know there's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work
involved.
behind the scenes on this show.
Yes, indeed.
And we are back to give you a boost this morning. It's another exciting edition of the show.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot that you're going to be seeing, performances, lots of stuff. It's Wake Up Nigeria, and I'm Yomi Owokwe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinso. Now, we need you to know something very important. Gang, gang. We're live online at tvcontinental.tv. We're streaming right now, also on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can, of course, send in your comments using our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
All right, this morning we have a new chef, brand new. And she's doing something really special. Her name is Ibiyemi Bangboye. And she's of the classic desserts.
Oh, wait, by R and Y.
Yeah.
By
Classic
R
desserts
and
by
Y.
R&Y.
We'll be asking her what the R and Y mean later.
I'm already seeing strawberries and
Good
chocolates
morning.
and stuff, so
Good
I'm
morning.
excited.
Good morning. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about Chef Yemi this morning. Good morning. She's pretty, nervous, but she'll be fine. Right? It's her first time doing a live show, so but she'll be fine. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's such a pleasure to finally meet you. She's pretty big,
And then just give her a glass of wine.
I
So-
I
will.
won't mind.
See,
will.
you've already started the right way. You have chocolate and strawberries on that
I
table.
know.
That's all I need to know.
I know.
You're
I
already
mean,
my favorite chef
I'm a
of
little
the
cranky
week.
this morning, so it's a perfect recipe to calm me down,
All right, so straight to this morning's highlights. Singer and songwriter Adebimpe Afolabi will be joining us for a performance and a chat on the show today.
And of course, there will be so much more today. I'm especially looking forward to something has planned for us when it comes to life hacks.
And bringing us all the stuff that's happening in the world of entertainment would be Mike Mesikena and Ice later on.
Of course.
Okay, so
what is this, Mike?
Mike has been moving around the building with a needle in his hand.
And,
I don't
Needle and
understand.
thread.
how do you guys, is this part of every family?
What?
Like needle, thread, razor blade, like whole
Yes.
stitching stuff, it's part, right?
Yes.
So something happened, I think someone gave me this there's this hand sewing
Hand
machine I
sewing
have at
machine,
home.
Yeah.
I've never used it before. I don't know how durable, like, I don't
It
know.
just looks very
It's very cool.
weird.
Yeah, it looks good. I don't know. Titi, you should have something like that.
I definitely have the exact one you're talking about.
Have you
The
ever
hand is
used it?
white. I've tried to use it.
Okay.
I've just made excuses to not go and try again.
Okay, you know what
because
happens?
it looks
Maybe I'll get my own.
more tricky than it
and
works.
maybe we'll work out something and see, because I felt it would be handy. Now I'm having to sew a button, but then I don't know if that one can.
It can't sew a button,
can't sew a
Mike.
button.
No,
You still need your needle
sewing a
and thread.
button is actually not as easy as it sounds.
It's not.
It's not, especially if you can't thread the needle. That's the first part.
That's the first part, but I
Threading
did
a
it. MM
needle.
could not, but of course, thanks to MM
Really?
for getting
And I
this for
couldn't
me.
thread the needle.
MM got this for me, no, because of her nails and all that, but she got this
Right,
for me.
okay.
So, but I've threaded it now, so
Yeah.
I'll take a
So
break
all
here.
this means is that Mike needs a girlfriend badly. He needs someone to
because
look
someone-
after
someone
him
is
very
threading
badly
means that
at this point.
Somebody
Yeah.
needs to look after me. What's this one?
Why?
All
You're
right.
threading a needle on the live show.
We're going to be
National
taking
TV.
a few highlights.
Okay.
Just once again.
Of course.
Remember, we're expecting singer and songwriter Adebimpe Afolabi, who's going to be joining us on the show.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully, we'll be able to get to with those life hacks.
And Mike, of course, is going to be bringing us a gist from celebs. Look, Kanye West is at it again. It's crazy. But anyways, something is going to be, we're going to be getting all that gist later.
When it comes to parenting, is your nanny doing more of the raising of your kids than you are? Izefwa is back. She'll be helping us create that healthy balance in that kind of situation.
All right, and yes, we have another performer for you. Daniela Oji, who's going to be joining us later on the show for another performance.
So I went to the salon yesterday because I really need to talk about this.
So you took out our favorite hair, like everybody's favorite hair.
Yeah, well, of course I had to at some point, yeah. But, well, actually, this is a wiggle. Yeah. But I went to the salon with the intention of making my hair yesterday, yeah. And then I got there, this lady, the hairdresser was making a wig. Okay. And then she suddenly discovers that she does not have hair glue. Okay. And then she rushes out to get hair glue, and she spends most of the time I should have spent in finishing the other customer's hair and moving over to my hair. Okay. In looking for hair glue. And at the end of the day, she comes back with the hair glue, and then she messes up the customer's hair. And the customer is venting. Oh, my God. Because she just spent 45,000 naira on that hair. Oh!
So you just took your own
so when the customer was done venting and stuff, because she was really upset. Like, she literally spent 55K on that hair yesterday. Goodness. I just told her, Auntie, thank you very much. You pack your bag and bag. We will be seeing maybe never again. So she was like, no, come. I said, no. Her own crankiness, trust me, darling, it's not up to mine. So to avoid the drama.
It was a sign.
That could have been one of. There's some bad days. We have some bad days.
So, Mike, when it comes to...
I'm making a short hair, so the last thing I want you to do is ruin my hair. After spending so much on it, I'm not going to find that funny.
Yeah, how you doing, people? My name is D-E-E-K-A-Y, you already know. And today I'm going to be teaching you the kind of exercise you are going to do to actually have a flat stomach. It's just a quick one, okay? But first of all, remember, before you start any exercise, you have to always stretch to avoid injury after the exercise. So first of all, you put your legs together. You know what happens when you swing your leg together like that? You're actually stretching the knees, and then you're actually stretching the ankles. Stretch out, then you go this part of the stretching. And you go with your two hands, then this time around, you go down. Quietly. Then you can come up like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you can punch out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can actually decide to count as many as you want to count. Then you can do with your legs. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you can go with the two legs. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this time around, you raise the two leg up. Then you go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then bring down the leg, push it all together. Then you can go again. 1, 2, very easy. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you can do between the two legs. To go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then your two hands swing up together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then this time around, you can roll your hands together, because when you do this, you're actually working on your arms and then your stomach at the same time. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can actually hang your legs together, hang it up together, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember what I said? You can actually count as many as you want, depending on your strength. So this time around, you go now, you stay up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can actually swing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can actually take it down. When you take it down with your two hands, take it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then before you end the workout, you can actually stretch, put it back, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You go again, 1, 2, 3. Then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whoa, it's very awesome. And this time around, you can actually massage your stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then, don't forget, you should always stretch. You go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You go 1. When you're doing this, you hear some sounds. It's normal because you're actually stretching well. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you do this kind of stretch, it actually helps your waist. For most of us that actually have waist pain after every exercise, make sure you always stretch. And you go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you try to bring your legs together. 1, chest out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are all the stretching. Always try and actually stretch after every workout because it's very important. I'll take you back to the studio while you meet the beautiful and handsome people in the studio. I'll see you some other time. Peace.
All right, interesting workout there. Whenever I hear that song, it seems to put me in a mood. Yes. All right, we have a new chef in the house this morning, and she is Chef Ibemi.
Yeah. Very happy
She's
to
pretty
be here.
chilled, you know, she's pretty calm, you know. But don't worry, just give her a little time. When she gets a, you know, when she
Grip of myself.
Exactly. No, not even a grip. Don't worry, we'll transfer our, you know.
Okay.
I don't, for the fear of using a certain word, madness, we'll transfer it to you, don't worry. Just give it time. All right, so she's Chef Ibemi Gbangbe of Classic Desserts. Wow. And this morning on the show, we are making something pretty exciting. Chocolate mousse, people. Yes. You see, she's, you know, making her debut on the show with something classic. Fire. All right, so let's talk about the ingredients quickly.
Okay. I have my chocolate here.
Yeah.
You can either have it in dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. That's 3 different types of chocolate, but I have 2 types here. Then I have my cups here.
They look like shots, cups. You think
Yes.
it's for shots.
It's for desserts.
Okay.
This one is breakable, and I have disposable ones.
Okay.
And I have my garnishes here. You can either garnish with strawberry.
Yeah.
You can either garnish with Maltesers.
These are different
Yes,
chocolates.
yes,
Depends on the kind
yes,
of what you
yes,
want to use
yes.
to garnish. Okay. And then we have some chocolate wafers here as well.
Yes, wafers roll.
And chocolate cookies.
Yes.
Great stuff.
And this is
yeah,
my cream.
whipped cream.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so can we talk about quickly how we arrived to this, how we came about this?
Okay. There are different types of cream.
Yeah.
So you get it chilled for a while. If it's the liquid one, you get it chilled for a while, then you whip. And if it's the powder one, you get the very chilled cold water to whip it.
Okay. And then
So
you keep whipping till you
get your
to get
stiff
this.
peak, yes.
Oh, right, great. So can we get to our chocolate mousse? So it's the festive season, people. We're going to be getting a lot of guests, you know, that the ones that would just wake up one morning and decide they want to come to your house, surprisingly, you know, those in-laws that you like to impress sometime. Yes, you get to, you know, do something special for them sometimes. Right, Chef Ibemi?
Yes.
So we are making chocolate mousse this morning, teaching you how to make some classic desserts, you know, something to,
Wow, your
you know,
guests.
wow your guests, you know, make their mouth water. Give them an impression they will never forget.
They
All
want
right,
to
so
keep
what are we
visiting
doing over
you.
there?
I'm trying to melt my chocolate here.
Okay. In a bowl of hot water, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
In there's a simmering hot water under it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to melt the chocolate over it.
Okay.
And you can easily make use of your microwave as well.
Oh, great stuff. Okay. So we're going on a quick commercial break. When we return, there's a musical performance for you this morning. Stay tuned for more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. And now I have Adepimpe here, who is a songwriter and a singer, who also just released the first album and has also composed several songs, most of them Christmas songs. She's also the publisher of Melodies from Heavens magazine. How are you doing, Adepimpe?
I'm fine.
All right, good. So you're about to give us a performance, right?
Yes.
All right, take it away.
Thank you.
Oshe Baba. Thank you, Lord. Yeah. For all you have done. Oshe, for all you will do. Oshe, for all you are doing. Oshe Baba. For the battles you fought. Oshe, for the victories you won. Oshe, for the laughter and sounds are here. Oshe Baba. I can't praise you enough. You have been really good. You have been so kind. I can't praise you enough. You have been really good. You have been so kind. For food on my table. Oshe, for water I drink. Oshe, for shelter over my head. Oshe Baba. For a brand new day. Oshe, for the air that I breathe. Oshe, for my eyes that close at night. Oshe Baba. I can't praise you enough. You have been really good. You have been so kind. I can't praise you enough. You have been really good. You have been so kind. I can't praise you enough. You have been really good. You have been so kind. I can't praise you enough. You have been really good. You have been so kind. Baba, Oshe, Baba, Oshe, Baba, Baba, Oshe, Baba.
Got some people dancing in the studio this morning. Lovely tune, I must say. Oshe Baba, tell us about that song. Tell us about the song.
Oh, well, that song is a song of Thanksgiving. And there was actually a kind of video at the beginning, a drama. Talked about a couple that have been believing God for the fruit of the womb for several years. And then the mother-in-law gave her an ultimatum that in 2 weeks' time, if she's not pregnant, then she'll be out of the house, you know. And so it just goes to say that in whatever situation you find yourself, never give up on God. Always keep trusting God. And because God never fails. if he has given you a promise, it will come to pass. It might tarry, but it will definitely come to pass. And along the line, even as the music was going on, you will see that they eventually had a child. And there was also a guy who was looking for a job, and trusting God for so long, nothing was forthcoming. But he kept on believing and trusting God, and God just did it for him just like that. He got a new house, and it's just to let you know that God is faithful. He's in the business of doing things. Don't just thank God for the big, big things alone. Start thanking him for those little, little things that
Okay,
you see
yeah,
him doing.
but something quite interesting I want to ask now. I know, yes, it's a gospel song, and you're talking about the power of God and how God can step into the affairs of men and all of that.
Yeah.
But how can we, as humans, how can we? Where does the part of our own effort come in? How does that balance come in? Your effort and God's grace and all that. How can people? Because I think a number of people tend to not understand where to draw the line or how to balance it.
Yes.
What can you say about that?
Yeah, I understand. God will only do what you can't do. But those things that you are supposed to do, you have to do it. Okay, they were believing God for the fruit of the womb. Fine. Have they gone to check themselves up? Have they done any medical tests to find out maybe the woman is not eating well, maybe the guy has some medical issues, so they can start fixing that, and then trust God.
I like that. So there's always a
rest.
part, there's something for us to do while we do with that faith. So there has to be the action part.
Exactly.
We don't just sit down and expect.
And just expecting manna to fall down from heaven.
Wonderful, wonderful. You have a body of work out there, right? You have an album or something out
Yes,
there.
yes, I have
Okay,
an
let's
album.
talk about the album. How many tracks do you have in that album?
We have like 6 tracks in there, and some of the songs were composed by my SWS team members. We had a summer program for kids just, I think, a month or so ago.
Okay.
And they came up with 2 wonderful songs. And also, we had a lyrics challenge at the last SWS seminar we had for the youths. And then we had a song titled Nigeria Will Be Great Again.
Wow. For that one,
Which
we will pray
coincides.
and we'll also work for that one. It would just happen like that.
Yes, it's a
All
prayer,
right.
actually, it's a prayer.
Okay.
So they came up with that song, and then my own personal songs, Oshe Baba, then the Hosanna song that many people have come to know and love so much. Hosanna, Talo Dabire, Iwo Ba, Awon Ba.
You have nice songs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's been
Other
great having
songs.
you on the show.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
okay, so we'll have to head over to the kitchen and check out how and the chef are doing.
All right, interesting. Oh, I really loved that musical performance there. Thank you so much for lifting our spirits this morning with that beautiful rendition. All right, so it's the kitchen segment, of course, which is the best part of the show. Yes, I said that very proudly. And that's because we have Chef Ibiyemi this morning joining us in the kitchen, and we are making chocolate mousse.
Yes.
Yes, people. All right, so let's quickly run through the ingredients and where we are so far.
Okay. I have white chocolate here
Yeah.
and dark chocolates. I have my cups, the breakables.
You keep referring to these cups.
The breakables and the non-breakables.
Okay.
And I have my garnishes.
Yeah, we have strawberries and we have different kinds of chocolate cookies, wafers, and the rest of them.
And I have my already whipped cream here.
Okay. And then, how did we arrive at this?
I grated some chocolates and have it in this bowl and put it on the simmering water to melt. That's how we got this.
Okay.
But you can actually use your microwave.
So can we start up the process for this chocolate mousse quickly? 'Cause
There are
the mousse-
lots of different ways of making
The mousse.
chocolate mousse.
Okay.
But this is what a novice can easily do.
Okay.
Just few ingredients. So I'm going to start adding this gradually to it.
So that's your whipped cream,
Yes,
already whipped.
yes.
And there's a technique actually for whipping your cream. You have to
Yes.
keep, especially if you do not have the whipping machine, yeah?
You can use the balloon whisk.
Balloon whisk.
Yes,
Okay, I guess you get to teach us sometime on the show.
no problem.
Yeah, but then just in case you really you want to know how to whip, you could check out our previous episodes on YouTube at TVC Connect. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. You definitely find previous episodes there, and then we have some of them where we have actually taught how to make whipped cream, how to whip your cream till it's whipped. Okay, so we have our whipped cream, sorry.
Yes,
in our chocolate,
melted chocolates.
Okay.
So I'm going to add another one.
Okay. So what exactly are we looking for there? What kind of consistency are we going for
Until
there?
when is it a bit not running, not that running again?
Okay. Till it's thick.
Yes.
Okay.
But not very thick.
Not very thick. So this is like chocolate ice cream. Yeah.
Very close to it. Very,
Yeah.
very, very close.
But
to
the
it.
less technical way.
Exactly.
This is very easy. And for those of us who are going through, some of us who are going through breakups that like to eat chocolates,
This is
ice
just-
cream. It's an easier way to make it.
Very, very easy.
Right? You don't have to spend so much, you know.
And you don't have to
getting
start
those-
running after dessert makers, dessert
Yeah,
vendors
you know, you don't have to run after.
at parties again.
I love you already. I love you already. Like, you really don't have to. This is just the easiest. Just buy chocolate. I mean, you can get chocolate bars from any store, basically. And then whipped cream. The whipping powder is not expensive.
No, no, no.
It's very, very affordable. So you just, you know, whisk your
They are all
whip your
affordable.
cream.
Even the liquid one, they are all affordable.
They're all of you see, they're very affordable. And then even for your kids, you know, on those weekends, you just want to do something really nice for your kids. Just make something really beautiful and tasty. And kids are definitely going to love this. And maybe just add bananas to it, yeah?
Yes, you can.
Bananas are a great option. And or strawberries, or it depends on
What you want, yes.
your preference of fruits. Okay, so where we at right now? Where with our chocolate mousse? Are we getting there?
Yes, we are almost there.
Okay. Okay. That's coming out really nicely. So just imagine your sliced bananas, kiwi, strawberries in there. And you could even have your own private movie, like movie outing
Yes.
in the house with
yes,
this.
yes.
You know, just, you know,
It's just
get
perfect.
a movie, slot it, I mean, watch it with
It's
the
a
family and just
smooth
make something really nice.
taste, yes,
With, you know,
yes.
just a nice dessert to just, you know, thrill the family over the weekend. Give them something to look out for, something to make their mouth water.
It's actually a treat, a wonderful treat.
It's a beautiful dessert.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to make this weekend. So, guys, let's do something, yeah. You're watching this right now, and you love what you see. We'd like you to make yours and send us a video. You could use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on all our social media platforms. So just make a video, send it to us. Let us see how, you know, you did yours. Even if it's turned out bad, it's still okay. You can still try again. I mean, it's
I
gonna
doubt
be your
it will,
first time.
if it will
You
turn
see?
out bad because it's very, very easy
Very,
to make.
very easy. So it can't go bad. And you could actually do it to your taste, right?
Yes.
And how you want it, basically. Yeah. So I think that's almost ready, yeah?
Yes, I am.
So what's this exactly, before we go on a break?
It's a pora.
What?
Pora.
Pour. Oh, that's what we're going to pour
Yes.
into. Oh. You see? I'm sure you can use your spoon if you don't have this.
You can.
Like a scooping spoon, basically.
You can, yes.
So our chocolate mousse is ready. Great?
Yes.
Great. All right, so we are going on a quick commercial break. There's more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. Today's hack is quite an interesting one, and this is for the ladies. Yes, I bet you did not know that there are so many other ways you can utilize your sanitary towels or your panty liners. I know you're like, what? Yes. All right, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to prevent your sweaty armpits. You know, it can be quite an embarrassing one where you have your sweaty, you know, in the armpit area and people get to see that. So how do you prevent that? With using sanitary towels or your panty liners. So what you do is you have your top, of course, or your shirts. Even the men can use it if you're not ashamed, if that's okay. And then you have your panty liners or sanitary towel. So what you do here is you just, because it has a gluey parts, which of course you know which sticks to anything you put it on. What you do here is just stick this to the armpit area on in your top or on your top or your shirts, and you wear it. And if it's too big enough, what you could also do is you cut it to make it shorter. You know, just give it a nice trim on both sides, on both ends rather. I hope some of you are not saying, ew, no, there's nothing irritating about using panty liners or sanitary towels to avoid certain embarrassments. So here you go, and you're good to go. That way, no one even knows what's happening underneath there. See? Easy. All right, so another thing, another way you can prevent sweats in your shoes, and there are often times where we have, for the women, you understand that you can relate with this very easily, where you have pains from wearing your heels for so long. What you can do is, so I'm going to take the other half of the panty liners or sanitary towels that I used earlier on. You cut the end of it, yeah, and then you attach it to the back of the heel, the back where your heel is. You just stick it there, see? And that way you avoid any sort of tension. You know, there's this tension that happens between your heel and your shoes. And then oftentimes you get injuries. So you can avoid that by just doing this. And basically, that's all gravy on today's hack for today. Let me know if you're going to try any. Just send me your comments and suggestions at TVC Connect using hashtag WakeUpNigeria. There's more on Wake Up Nigeria, people. Stay with us.
Hello again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, it's a Back to Work Tuesday. And of course, this is the show that offers you everything you need to start your morning the right way.
Exactly, everything.
Yes.
We're talking food, information, entertainment.
Yes,
what else?
Life hacks.
Sports.
If you missed the life hack from
news,
before, you need to go back and watch it.
Everything. Now, if you missed the first hour of the show, we still have you covered. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. We're covering you online as well. We're live streaming right now on tvcontinental.tv and of course on Facebook. We're at TVC Connect. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think we're on some other places too.
Yeah.
All of them at TVC Connect. Now, coming up next, we have something really important for the parents.
Now, this is a busy time for parents. The kids are back in school, so there's a lot of activity going on, and most parents would like to employ the use of a nanny. But just how much should a nanny do for you? Is therefore we'll be here to talk to us about this today.
You know, there's a difference between nanny and house help, Sha. Very big difference.
There's a difference between nanny, house help, and house girl.
Yeah, honestly, there's such a structure.
Yeah.
We need to talk to Zepho about that. Then, of course, Daniela Orji will be giving us a second performance for today. We'll be getting up close and personal with her later on. All right, guys, I have a question.
Yeah.
When was the first time you ever felt like, okay, so I'm an adult now? How old were you when you realized that you were an adult?
When I got my first job.
When you got your first job, how old were you then?
I was 21. I
21.
just left school. And so I was waiting for my call-up letter. And I just walked into it's a popular gallery.
Yeah.
Galleria, rather. And then I told them, I asked for the HR departments to see the HR manager. And I was directed to see him. And then I said I wanted a job.
And that was it?
And that was it.
I mean, you're a hustler.
Oh, my. What about you, Mike? Mike, when did you realize you were an adult? What was it that struck you?
I think that was when I saw my first result in school.
Where, you mean university? Really?
That's when I realized I was an adult.
Okay. Why? What was it that made you feel?
It's quite a long story. Like it wasn't close to anything I wanted to do. It was all those, you know, when your parents always wanted you to do, there were some courses they wanted you to do. So my dad always wanted me to do engineering, and I was an art student. But then I was I am quite a different person. I'm quite good quantitatively and qualitatively. So I was like top of class maths and also English. So I decided to do art. And then he came up, SS3. We're already like a term getting ready to work, and he said, you must do maths. I mean, you must do physics, you must do chemistry, you must do further maths. Hey!
That one made
So
you
physics and chemistry, able. My worst result was in chemistry. I managed physics, but further maths, Baba, calm down. I know I'm good at maths, but you know, so I had to now. I was now forced to go do engineering. But it wasn't when the first results came out. When I saw it, like, wow, life, oh life.
Okay, you hear me?
Oh yeah. So when I realized I was an adult was when. Okay, so I have several people that give me money, or I had several people that used to give me money, right? And so I graduated, and I was about to go for youth service. And then one of my uncles, I remember very clearly, I went to his office, and when I was leaving, and he said, so I have news for you. This money I'm giving you now is the last money. It's the last, because you're about to go for your youth service, so you're going to start earning money. So you're going to need to learn how to manage whatever it is that you have to take you through the month. So good luck.
Oh, wow.
And that was it. So I knew that, yeah,
So
I was ready for life.
So, you know, I realized I was an adult when a particular girl I had gone to secondary school with, grew up with, and I was older than, had a baby. She had a baby. She got pregnant and had a baby. And I think I was 18. I was just turning 18, and then she's like, I just had a baby on the phone. I'm like, you did what? Like, you know, like, and then I was like, okay, so she's younger than me and she's going through this life experience. And I was like, man, that there are a lot of people that don't realize when they get to that point that there's just no going back.
Exactly.
Someone was talking about it online that he saw one of his peers get arrested. And that was when he realized that he was an adult. That, you know what, I'm responsible for my actions.
All right, just before your meeting.
I don't know why this just...
Yeah, just for your meeting news, Nigeria, have we come to that stage we're at also on social media?
Wow.
Let's know what you think about Nigeria. Let's pick out the good things. I'll be taking your tweets and your reactions later on.
Mature Nigeria.
Welcome back. Most parents working today in 21st century have a nanny to help in raising the kids, especially when they cannot be there physically. However, should there be a limit for nanny's involvement in raising your child? Zephyr is back this month. And of course, she's joining us to talk about nannies, the issues surrounding nannies, the nightmares, the horror stories.
The support, too.
It's crazy. The first thing I want to ask you is, look, men, parents, right? Daddies don't like nannies.
Tell me about it, please.
The main reason is they feel that they're intrusive. They come into the house and they sort of take the space and do the things that the mother should be doing. What's your take on that?
So first of all, so I would ask you back, how does that make your daddy, how would that make you feel if a nanny is taking the place off?
So the challenge, I think, what I've seen is basically when the nanny comes in and is trying to do different things, you just feel like you have no control.
You, the daddy?
Yeah, you have no control because you don't want to deal with the nanny directly. You want to deal with your wife.
I agree.
And then there's this person who's just, you know, in the way, sort of. So that's the main challenge.
You can't give instructions the way you want to give instructions. You can't even walk into the kitchen sometimes and say, can I have my food?
Exactly.
Because the nanny is there, and you don't want it to look like it's the nanny that is now wifing me. Let me use that word.
Exactly. So the nanny's asking you, do you want to eat now? You're like, no, we don't have that kind of relationship.
So, I hear you now. This is I didn't think of this part when I was contemplating on our conversation, but I think this is a huge part because personally, I know my husband has that challenge where he won't even talk to the nanny. Like, it's a good morning and all of that.
Yeah.
But first of all, let's establish the fact that if we live in Lagos, it is a challenge sometimes handling the house alone, particularly if you live as a mom, you work outside of your home. Even sometimes, most times, even when you work within the home, whether you do a business or anything within the home and you still have to care for the family, it is a challenge, to be honest. It's difficult, even for your well-being as a woman, to be able to do everything and still attend to the man, attend to the kids.
Exactly, and then still do your work.
And still do your work
like
and all of that. We need to think of the well-being of our women, of our mothers. We must think about that. So do we need them? I think it's like a two-sided sword. We do need them, right? How we need them becomes the question. Like you said, what is the limit? So I have a nanny come into the house. I should have the big picture as a woman to be able to set boundaries and say, this is what I really need a nanny for. Do I need a nanny to do the cooking, or do I need a nanny to care for the children, or do I need a nanny to tidy up the house?
So you have to have a clear idea of what you want the nanny to do.
I think we should be able to, we should be able to have a clear picture of the limits that we set with whoever comes into the house, because sometimes we get carried away. I do get carried away, to be honest, where you have someone supporting you and you just leave everything to them. Even you, there are times that I felt like somebody else owns my house. Whether it's a nanny. Now, let's put this in context. Not just the nanny that you're paying. Sometimes they're family members. Now, assuming the role of caregiving, you just leave everything to them. And let's not forget, you as the woman, or even the man, you have a blueprint of the family you want to run.
Right.
You have the end goal, you have the big picture. They don't have it. So because they don't have it, all the details that need to be put in place to make your family what you want it to be, they can't put it. A lot of times they just do anything you tell them based on instruction, and sometimes they don't even do it well.
So what do you think about, you know, a lot of parents are also opting for nannies that don't live in the house.
I've done that for years.
So maybe the nanny comes in at 6 a.m. or 6:30 or 7 and just takes care of the house while you're
Closes
away.
and goes home.
Exactly. So
Yes.
is that a better option than a full living nanny that's just taking care of the entire thing?
You know me, I will not tell you it's a better option.
Yeah.
Because every family is unique, every family is different. If I say it's a better option, there is that mother who probably just gave birth to triplets. And at night she needs somebody to support her with nursing the baby, caring for the baby while maybe her husband is away. She may need somebody to live in with her. So I don't think it's better or not better. I think it's more effective. I have personally worked with nannies that don't stay in the house anymore because I felt for two reasons. One, I wanted my children to be involved. Let's remember that part. When we have nannies, a lot of times our kids learn nothing.
Right, right.
Nothing. Nannies would do everything for them. I wanted my kids to be involved. And then I thought that the nanny challenge you have where madam and nanny sometimes seem to have issues, when you give them breathing space to go and return, they have their family, even their well-being impacts on their performance.
Right, right.
So when they can take care of themselves and meet their own desires, whatever their desires are, they can come in and do the work.
So probably give nannies time off, even if they live in the house
Even if they live
full-time.
with you, they do need, we need, whoever, if you care for children, you need your mind to be okay. Oh, yeah. So you need an outlet. However, I would highlight that so another benefit I think I have enjoyed from nannies that come and go is I have to get involved in my family. Because when the nanny is not present, the nanny comes here at 6:30, you get children ready for school. So there is an opportunity for you as a parent to be involved in the life of your children, get them ready, prepare them for school. Even the fathers can also be involved. And then the nanny comes and does the work. And then goes and closes. And then you have to still care for your children.
But I have to ask though, are there any things that maybe, asking you personally now, and then maybe from stuff that you would advise, are there things that you would say ask a nanny to do and things that you would definitely not ask a nanny to do?
Personally, when it comes to cooking, nanny cooking for me, it depends. They can boil rice, fry plantain,
You know,
those
noodles and
right?
things like that.
But you know, that major cooking, I just think that's personal for me. Some people get cooked. So if the person is employed as a cook or the person is employed as a cook and a nanny, that is fine.
Right.
Every family is, and then you also know what your spouse likes. If your husband doesn't want the nanny doing his food, there is no need the nanny doing his food. If he doesn't want the nanny serving him, there is no need the nanny. I think it's just knowing, for example, my husband doesn't like nannies coming to clean my bedroom. So those are the boundaries you would set. Like,
So you need to send these kind of boundaries. Like, for instance, you will have issues of maybe children calling certain nannies mommy or auntie and things like that.
Set the boundaries. You must set. Even my kids, there are some nannies that have come in and my daughter will say, Mommy, she wouldn't give me a bath. You have to set those boundaries yourself. You know what is important. And for me, when my daughters say that, I see it as a challenge for me to do my work as a mother. Bath them. You give birth to them. be in their lives. So set the boundaries, understand your family, know what should work, have a clear picture of where you're going. The nanny sometimes may not be so involved in your child's education and you may be slipping and missing out. So you have to open your eye and know what's happening in your house.
Open your eyes, know what's happening in your house. Very, very important. Thank you so much, Izefo, for joining us. It's always an eye-opener when you're here talking about our kids and what we should do. Now, Mike is on standby with your responses on social media. Hey, Mike.
Thank you very much, Yomi. That was quite enlightening when it comes to nannies and mummies. Okay, so after a long hiatus, we are back on social media. We'll take your comments here. And of course, we said we should do something Nigeria Appreciation Day. You know, as much as you might feel things are not where they should be, we are in Nigeria. So we have to find a way to love and find a way to get our country to where it's supposed to be. So, yeah, we just told you to put up. Let's hear what you can say or your prayers for Nigeria as we just celebrated our 58th independence. Wow, 58, that's something. And Mr. Ariko, that's at Anats_Ariko, said, the best I can say is that we are, we're in a political bondage formed by our politicians. They use us for their selfish reasons and we are yet to understand the game. Political chauvinism has eaten deep that we cannot afford to see beyond our nose. Wow, that's quite grim. Okay. And Kunle at Lifeline 454 says the land is flowing with milk and honey. It is devoid of natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunami, mudslides, etc. Okay, you know, of course, that there were tremors in Abuja recently, so we have to do something. We have to ensure, you know, we have oil, yes. So that really helps us make sure that the ground, to an extent, is free from things that cause this kind of things. But then there are tremors have been recorded in Abuja. So yeah, those kind of things could possibly happen, all right? So, and this Perim Holmes, that's at Nsikak Stanley, says, Nigeria is God's footstool. We are blessed and naturally endowed. Okay. Nafish Muhammad at Nafi_Mo says, I'm a product of nationalism. My blood is green and white. Really? I'll run away from you. Okay. Nigeria is a country rich and blessed with different cultures. I celebrate Nigeria's greatness. Well, green and white blood. I'm wary of that. Okay, thank you very much. Felix Amovia at FFComnet says, I'm better than before. Okay. Okay. All right. Eminent Great at Owode1 says, Nigeria is the greatest country on planet Earth. What do you say? Okay, now, I need to make this clear. We put out some messages out there, and it's good to have hope. It's good to believe we should have hope. But you see, something we need to know where we are to get ourselves to where we want to be. Are we even greatest country on earth? You've never started with Africa, so let's start with West Africa. You now say Earth. Oh, God, calm down. Okay, but then we have amazing people. I agree with that. We do have amazing people, rich in culture and mineral resources. Yeah, Coke, Fanta, Sprite. Really? That's not mineral anyways. But then, yeah, you know what I mean. But the leaders are the problem of this great country, Nigeria. Wow. You know, that's a debate I've often had. Do we have a people problem or a leadership problem? I don't know. Yomi, I don't know what you think. Titi, you know, it's always been a debate. I personally feel it's a people problem because the leaders are part of the people. I mean, someone once said that our president, that was some while back, is not a Cameroonian or is not an Italian. Our president is a Nigerian. So, you know, his upbringing or whatever he learned growing up is what he used to lead us. So I think it's about people problem. I don't know, Yomi, what do you think? Is Nigeria, is our problem a people problem or a leadership problem?
It's a little bit of both. Because
if you have to take it down to one, which is it most?
It's a leadership problem.
Leadership problem.
It's a leadership problem. Yeah.
Leadership problem. Tizzy, what do you think?
Okay,
if you had
so
to pick one,
personally, I think, you know, charity begins at home. I think we need to start raising our kids in the right direction with the right kinds of morals from the very beginning. For instance, simple example, you don't want someone to see you at home and you tell your child to lie that you're not at home. That's how it starts.
Wait.
That's how it starts.
Titi, we're just people on leadership.
I'm
I
just saying, it starts from the beginning. It starts from down
we have to
there.
go now. I'll just take this final one. Says Nigeria is a great country, but people hardly understand that we don't pay bills every month. This is what makes us a great country. But we don't pay bills. You don't pay bills because I do pay bills. Okay. All right, quite interesting responses there. Thank you. Keep them coming in. We have our social media back. That's all we can take now. But then, hey, come on, we'll take a break. And when we get back, Daniela Oji is in the house. We'll have a performance with her and we'll talk to her after that.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and of course, it's about time for another performance. I've been looking forward to this one myself, and she is the performer that emerged as a wild card and eventually finalist on the talent show Project Fame West Africa. And now, you know what? When it comes to sonorous voices, she's definitely got one. I'm going to leave the stage now and let her get to her performance.
Thank you.
Just do Oga fucker, why you carry face for her? I see your eye, it don't enter travel far. Oga like man, you look, you think say you own better path. You tell me yesterday you own heavy paths. If I tell you about you go carry head for hand. But everybody get it on. Better time go call. Do roll, do roll, do roll, just do roll. Yeah, bum boy, no worry for your baby boy. Look around to see your own shore. Bookie they cry for when neighbor go call her. Yeah, bum boy. If you young got the story, na sorry story, but she knows say everybody get it on. Better time go call. Do roll, do roll, do roll, just do roll, 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 just do roll, do roll, do roll, do roll. Uncle, where they cry, why me? Tell me, if not be you, who is supposed to be? Elisusa, Eskisa, Kilon Shele, Efarabale, Nibo ni Sarelo. Take and fast follow, everybody get it on. Better time go call. Everybody get it on. Better time go call. Do roll, do roll, do
I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so,
Thank you so much.
This is a jazz piece, am I
It's
right?
a jazz piece.
Okay, so I feel like this particular song is a song you personally wanted to create, not one your manager or your producers tried to push on you.
funny enough, my producer, the Royal Priest, he wasn't the one that produced eventually, but he inspired the chorus.
Okay.
He inspired the chorus, and he said, go build around Duro. What do you think about Duro? And I'm like, yeah, Duro. Yeah, totally. Because I'm not Yoruba. So I'm like, okay, Duro is like stop, right? He said, no, it's like wait. So I had to go, I had to go think about that. And then I wrote, it was just, it easily came to me because Nigeria, where I live in, is a very tough country, and sometimes you get carried away by social media. You think that's reality, and it's absolutely not. And then because you're seeing so many things going on, you feel, oh, you look at yourself sometimes and you're thinking, why is my life so bad, you know? And Duro just says, everybody gets it on. Better time will come. You know, it's just saying everyone has their timeline, everyone has their clock. You know, God created you and He had a plan. So just do your part and wait, Duro.
All right, no problem, no problem. I'm feeling that energy of a performer who has kind of had a journey.
Absolutely.
So tell us a bit about that journey, because what you're performing on Project Fame is kind of different from what we're hearing now. So talk to us about that.
Project Fame was where I started, as everyone knows. I entered as a wild card contestant, and after that, everyone you see on the streets will be like, oh, she don't blow.
Okay.
You know, they feel, oh, once you get on Project Fame, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not true. The industry, in fact, it's a very competitive one. It's very challenging. You know, and I tell people, if you want to come into the industry, because some people send me messages and say, oh, do you, they want to do music. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if you want to come, you better tie your rapper very tight, because it's very challenging, it's very competitive, it's very demanding. So it only takes passion and focus, because it'll get to a point where you just feel like just being in bed and not caring about the world. You know, sometimes you get depressed, you know, because there's so much you're running after. There's a life some people try to paint, you know, which is not real, you know, and sometimes at some point they can't keep up with it and they just break down. So it's a really tough industry, really, really tough. It will take focus and passion, like I said.
I can see you have both of that. You have both of that, right? Focus and passion.
Yeah, and when it gets tough, I get support from fans and friends and family. It's very important. And it means a lot to me that I have support from my family.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Thank you.
I'm so glad. I know there's an EP out now, right?
Yeah,
it's not out yet?
Out this month.
Out this month?
But Duro is a teaser of the EP. It's Beat Truth. Bitter Truth.
Wait,
you know?
Beetroot. Beetroot.
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. I thought beetroot like the vegetable.
Yeah, no, it's not. But it's B-I-T-R-U-T, so it's beetroot.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, now after a performance like that, you deserve a tasty treat. And we'll be going into the kitchen soon enough. But I know MM and Mike and Yomi are already on standby. Hopefully, they won't finish it before we get there.
All right, no, we are not going to do that, Titi. We're going to keep some for you.
Something special is happening here.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so she's about to do a demo for us.
So this is Chefy BME of Classic Desserts. She's making her debut on the show. And we're making chocolate mousse. People.
It's all sugar here this morning. All sugar.
What do you call it, man?
Chocolate mousse.
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 Yeah.
Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this?
You say it with class.
Like mouse.
Very nice. All right, yes. So, that looks really good.
So just put that here.
So she's already made some with a few garnishes. You have chocolate cookies, chocolate wafers.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Daniela.
Got you.
Daniela, please have a seat.
Oh, this looks gorgeous.
Yes, it does.
Oh, dear me.
All right, so Chefy BME.
I already helped myself to some.
I have some already presented here, already garnished. So I'm going to finish this up now with my wafers roll.
What?
People laughing.
I'm begging for chocolate here. Yomi is ignoring me stylishly. It's okay, it's fine. It's understandable.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm sure there's enough to go around.
Oh, that's some whipped cream, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, goodness me.
Man.
This is not the breakfast our parents told us to eat.
You can actually have These are chocolate stones.
Chocolate stones again. Ha. Jadi Lily.
Let me try this one.
Thank you. He's handed me the, discarded.
This is what you call a sugar rush.
Fantastic.
Sugar rush, eh?
Yeah, sugar rush.
Oh my
It's like
goodness.
head rush.
Look at all this.
That kind of
That's a sugar rush.
Sugar rush, okay.
So Daniela, which do you want?
What? The mousse with the strawberries?
Yeah, she probably wants the.
Or the one with the Oreo?
So what do you call it? Mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
All right.
Wow.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
So, Chef Ikeme, I'm sure you can have this with any kind of fruits you'd like,
Yes.
you want.
I had to take a strawberry. I couldn't resist anymore. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I was holding myself
So
back.
taste it and let us know what you think, Ikeme.
All right.
Ah,
What do you think?
she's about to sing.
Oh, she said buttery.
It looks so good. You don't even want to.
No. Actually, you're very correct. You're very
Beautiful.
correct.
Is this thing
Okay, so as we're having our sugar rush this morning, hopefully you find one on the way to work
Yeah.
or wherever you are. Big shout out to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And of course, for last place for
Yes, so our hairstylist.
what he does
Really?
for the
Come in.
ladies, which is a good thing. Yeah, no problem.
You're
So
denying the Jerry curl he wanted to do for you, Yomi. He wanted
no
to
Jerry
do
curls.
Jerry curls.
My
for
birthday is
Yomi.
coming though, so maybe we'll do Jerry curls then. Very important.
Yes, Yomi is adding another year. We have to plan something soon.
Well, in about 90 days.
Have a lovely day, people.
All right, we'll be back again tomorrow, Wednesday, for another great show. Bye. Thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah, bye.